Welcome to the opening home girls basketball game for the Olympus Titans here at Olympus High School in Holiday, Utah. Tonight, the Olympus Titans take on the Farmington Phoenix. Last December, Olympus beat Farmington 46-34. This was Olympus's second win in 6 games against the Phoenix. Let's jump into the storylines. First storyline, shot clock. Back in January, the UHSAA Board of Trustees decided to have a shot clock for all varsity basketball games starting in the 2022-2023 season. The shot clock will be 35 seconds long. Anybody that doesn't shoot the ball in that time frame will overturn the ball to the other team. The shot clock is optional for sub-varsity games, but in the JV game before the varsity game, the shot clock was on and being used. This will eliminate any strategy where a team holds the ball and doesn't shoot much. This strategy was seen throughout UHSAA basketball playoffs last year. In extreme circumstances, the 1A boys basketball team, Valley Buffaloes, stalled nearly half a game to try and upset the #1 seed Pankwitch Bobcats. The strategy helped out Valley, but they still lost to Pankwitch 18-14. We also saw other teams do this strategy last season. Thankfully, we won't be seeing this strategy again. Olympus girls basketball coach Hunsaker said this about the shot clock. I am super excited for the shot clock. It is time for basketball to have one. It simply forces teams to make good decisions down the stretch and really take advantage of their possessions. It will definitely be an adjustment for all of us, but looking forward to learning more about what strategies work and how to make the shot clock work for our team. And Jackson, what are your thoughts on the shot clock?
Well, I agree with everything you said. I think it needed to be added to high school basketball. We've seen many times before, in the playoffs especially, where they sit there and they hold it. You know, the game I always turn to is the 2017 4A boys high school playoffs championship. It was Olympus versus Springville, and they held it for 3 minutes possession there in that game, and they upset the Titans right there in a double overtime win. But also, not just in the playoffs when they're holding it, a strategy you see the whole season through the regular season is they run a play. They go, they look, it's not ready, they bring it back out, they run another play. They go, it's not ready, they bring it back out, and they can just keep doing this until one of their plays they call work. And so with the shot clock, you only got 1, maybe 2 plays you can run before you have to get a shot up. So it really makes you be precise, and you can't just sit there and hold it like you say. You don't get multiple chances.
Yeah, definitely. I think the shot clock is long overdue. This brings high school basketball in Utah more up to date. This will force teams to make smart decisions, and this will be an adjustment for every team. Expect to see high-scoring games or low-scoring games. Maybe sometimes scores between, and it will really. And this is really good for high school basketball in Utah. We will move on to the next storyline. What does Farmington bring to the court? Last year, coming into this season, Farmington lost 4 seniors. Farmington's biggest loss was Delaney Baker. She averaged 11.7 points per game as a center. She also averaged 7.8 rebounds per game, and she averaged 1.3 blocks per game. Delaney Baker signed with BYU to become a college softball player last March. We hope well for her success there. Farmington also had Tylian Stimpson. Tylian averaged 8.8 points per game and 2.4 assists per game. This year it's looking like the seniors will step up. It looks like Maddie Hawk will be the Phoenix best player. Last season she averaged 4.1 points per game, 6.1 rebounds per game, the second most rebounds averaged on the team last year, and 2.5 assists per game. Farmington also has 3 other key players from last season. They have Courtney Christensen, who averaged 6.6 points per game, 2.5 assists per game, and 1.8 steals per game last season. They also have Whitney Avey, who averaged 4.1 points per game, finally they have Marissa Marchant, who averaged 3.9 points per game and had 4.7 rebounds per game. These players were all key to the Phoenix last season. They look ready to beat the Titans once again. And now we move on to what does Olympus bring to the court. Olympus also lost 4 seniors. Unlike Farmington, though, The seniors were crucial to Olympus' success. Alyssa Blink is without a doubt the Titans' biggest loss. The redshirt BYU basketball player averaged 18.8 points per game, 10.3 rebounds per game, 2.7 assists per game, 1.3 steals per game, and 1 block per game. Mary Sheets had 8.2 points per game and 2.5 assists per game. Brooklyn Davies had 6.9 points per game, 3 rebounds per game, and 3.7 assists per game. Also, Sarah Stringham helped contribute 5.1 points per game. They'd leave a big hole in the Titans lineup, especially since they were all starters. Fortunately, not all hope is lost. Abby Topham returns for her final season. Last season, she averaged 8.2 points per game, 8.1 rebounds per game, and 2.3 steals per game. Avi Karen also returns for her final season. Last season, her season was cut short due to a hand injury. During her time last season, she averaged 3.6 points per game and 2.2 steals per game. Another player that will step up is Joss Baker. Last season, she averaged 5.3 points per game and 5.1 rebounds per game. When she played last season, it was apparent how aggressive she played. She was trying to get in and mix things up and try to get the ball. It will be certainly something to look out for, especially since she was a goalie when playing girls soccer. Outside those players, there are players from last season's JV team. Addie Shimoda was brought in last year as point guard for some playing time and seemed to do all right. Then there is Riley Rice and Taylor Rosander that will likely step up this season. They helped fill in when Avi Karen was injured last season. The Titans are going to have a big task against Farmington. And now we move on to keys to the game with Jackson Bodley.
And just before the keys to the game, I think I want to add on to a little bit what you said right there. You're talking about all the good seniors they had last year and they lost, and all the juniors and sophomores are going to step up this year. Well, like last year's team, they went 19-5, made the quarterfinals, and they're a great team. But I think part of the reason what made them so great is their seniors, like you mentioned, Alyssa Blank, Mary Sheets and them. They got a lot of playing time as juniors and even as sophomores, Alyssa Blank, which gave them the experience. Not only were they great players, but they had experience going into their senior year. And if you're looking at their roster this year, you see similar stuff. You see players that are going to get playing time as juniors and seniors on a lot of those. So maybe they can make another of those 19-5 seasons like we saw last year, coming up in a couple seasons once they get the experience under their belts. And now we can move on to the keys of the game. And offensively, well, I mean, for keys of the game in the first game, it's really gray area. It's hard to tell really what to do. They've only had a couple practices, a couple weeks of practice, all the new faces and everything. So really, they're not going to have a full offense with a full set of play calls. And really the team who's going to come out on top offensively is who limits the turnovers. Last year we saw 13 turnovers per game from the Titans and 14 turnovers per game from the Farmington. And so whoever can keep that number down and make sure you get your players in rhythm, get them in the system, start building upon that, I think that's really going to help them the most offensively. We'll go to the national anthem and we'll be back with the rest in a minute.
And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in there, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome back to Olympus Titans girls varsity basketball. We are about to get underway with the starting lineups. For Farmington, a senior guard, Victoria Klinger. A senior guard, number 11, Kate Geddes. Number 21, senior guard, Courtney Christensen. Number 22, Madison Hauk, a forward. And 6'2", number 50, she's a senior and a center, Marissa Marchant. And that is the Farmington Phoenix lineup for tonight's game. Now we head over to the Olympus Titans of Olympus High School. Starting lineup for Olympus Titans. Number 0, junior guard Addie Shimoda. Senior guard, number 11, Avi Karen. Senior and center, number 25, Abby Topham. Sophomore and forward, number 30, Josh Baker. And number 35, she's a senior guard, Kylie Trabanino. And that is your lineup for the Olympus Titans for tonight's game. And we will resume some pregame storylines.
And go back to some of the keys of the game. Defensively, a lot of turnovers are forced. We've seen a lot from Olympus, and really what they did last year was aggression. They were cutting each pass, aggressive with the ball, and really the only way to play defensively, if you want to play that strategy, is with effort. So it's the new players starting the season. The best thing you can bring defensively right here is effort. I mean, this is a team who averaged over double-digit in steals a game last year.
We're about to get underway here at Olympus High School. Abby Topham and Marissa Marchant will get the game underway. And Kylie Trabanino gets the ball. Trabanino to Shimoda. Topham with it. Over to Baker. To Shimoda. She gets inside to Topham. 2 points in. First points of the season. 2-0 Titans lead the Phoenix.
Great ball movement there. I don't know if you noticed, but they did not dribble the ball. It was all passes straight to the rim for a basket.
And blocked. And Trapanino over to Baker. Shimoda gets the ball. Hands off to Baker. Spins around. And she does not get the and one. Farmington ball.
Travel called there, but a good defensive possession. I can go back to the first one. Awesome off-ball movement. No needing to dribble. Got the basket on the second one. Pushed the pace offensively. Nice spin move. Just needed to keep that right foot down.
Ball goes out as the ball was attempted to be passed to number 11, Kate Geddes. Farmington ball. We got some discussions at the score table right now. Courtney Christensen inbounds to Marissa Marchant. Over to Kate Geddes. And to number 2, Victoria Klinger. Maddie Hauk. Now Marissa Marchant. Double teamed. Jump ball.
Foul called there on the floor. They were very close to the jump ball, just hit the wrist a little bit going in to grab it.
Geddes to inbound to Marchant. Christensen with it. Inside. Can she get the layup? Over the Marchant. 2 no good.
And
Back.
That was a great inside pass. It sucked the defense in and they had an open 3.
Abby Topham almost got the 2. It's steal. Josh Baker. Baker with it. Goes inside. Unable to get the layup. Wow. It will be Phoenix basketball. Looked like Josh Baker unintentionally ran over somebody. Number 11 over to Marchant. And the layup is good.
And for Farmington, they've had a few good passes straight to the inside from behind the 3-point line, right down inside the paint.
Trapanino open 3 won't go. Over to Marchant of the Phoenix. To Klinger. Now to Geddes. What does she do now? She passes it over to number 21. Marchant. And able to get it in. Phoenix lead by 2 over the Titans. 2-4.
Farmington, they're getting their offense from the baseline and backdoor cuts from the side. They're cutting from the side, and like we just saw there, it was open for the mid-range jumper.
Now Shimoda with it. Shimoda drives and over to Baker. Beautiful play. Great teamwork. Now back to Geddes of the Phoenix. Over to Klinger. And turnover. But a foul was called.
Leave there. Abby Topham stepped on the line trying to get the ball, loose ball.
Topham stepped out. And now will be Phoenix ball.
Olympus, they're playing a zone defensively, and so they can't get anything at the 3-point line or behind it. They can't get anything really in the mid-range unless they open it up. So what's been open is right behind the zone, right at the rim, is where they're throwing the ball over the top.
We're having some disputes with the shot clock. We are able to get underway. Geddes with it. Now to Christensen. Christensen's 3 will not go. Klinger goes for 2 and no good. Almost over to the Titans and layup no good.
And right there in their 2-3 zone, Abby Topham, the center, was playing at the top in one of the 2 slots.
Trapanino over to Karen. To Shimoda. She's inside and able to get it in. First points of the season for Addie Shimoda. Over the timeline. That's Victoria Klinger. Inside. Marissa Marchant's 3 will go.
And what a game she's off to. A three-pointer, a mid-range, and a layup with 2 offensive rebounds.
A.V. Karen over to Abby Topham. Inside to Baker. She goes for a 2. No good. Off the rim. And now back to the Phoenix. And a foul called.
And I think one of the reasons that the center for Farmington has been able to do so well is the center for Olympus defensively is playing at the top of the key, guarding the guards, which leaves the size in Olympus as a mismatch.
And number 21 goes for the layup. That is Courtney Christensen. Addie Shimoda over to Trabanino. Trabanino gets inside, goes for the 2, and no good. Over to the Phoenix. Now Geddes has it for the Phoenix. And now over to Christensen, inside to Hauk. And a steal by A.V. Karen.
Well, that was a terrible situation. You were at the baseline, your back was turned, and your double team. That is hard to get out of.
Josh Baker's layup is no good. And double team. Will remain Phoenix ball. It's the first foul for Abby Topham and the second team foul for Olympus. Farmington has no fouls yet. All right. Number 3, Dagley is in for the Phoenix. She has the ball.
And that's right there the reason you want Abby Topham outside. She's got great length and lateral movements, and to jump the pass there, was able to swat away the pass.
Baker able to get the ball, and she still retains it. She gets inside. She goes for the layup. No good. Foul.
We've seen a few great series of drives by Josh Baker there. Using some ball handling skills. We saw she attempted the spin move earlier, getting to the rim, getting the layups, and the inside shots.
Baker will have 2 shots at the free throw line. First one rattles in. That one won't go. Now over to the Phoenix. Looks like Fifi has it. Back to Fifi. Inside and out. It'll be Titan ball.
And that was a sized mid-stretch inside. If the pass was a little more on target, or if they caught that pass, they would have had a nice opportunity to score inside.
Riley Rice is in for the Olympus Titans as she fills in for Karen. Shimoda to Rice. Riley Rice with it. And almost turned over. Trabanino 3. No good. Baker with it. Inside to Topham. 2 on the way. No good. Air ball. Not what you want to see. Dagley with it. And in. Score is 11-7. Phoenix leading. Shimoda with it. And she gets it in from the free throw line. And the ball almost goes out.
They just threw the ball away on the inbound. Didn't look twice. Olympus was there.
Trabanino able to get it in, and the game is tied. 11-11. What an eventful first quarter has been. Well,
Olympus offensively, they got a couple good baskets to start, a and then they went dry. They didn't score a little bit for a minute, and then they got back in there near the end, tied the game, and forced Farmington to call the timeout. They had a nice floater there, and they've had the last few drives have been dribbling and taking it at the rim. They've drawn a few fouls, a couple fouls inside. And on the other side of the court, the zone for Olympus has caused some turnovers, bad passes just like that, but when they're connecting on the passes, they've been open and been able to score. And also with the zone, it's created mismatches. They're doubling and switching all the time, so you don't know whoever starts on you, guarding you at the start of possession, is not going to be who ends guarding you.
Marchant will inbound for the Phoenix. Now Dagley with it. Dagley with it. Over to Marchant. She throws to the other side. Over to Fifier and a foul.
She got the pass, took the steps to shoot, and then changed her mind after she had already taken the 2 steps to shoot.
Shimoda drives in. Over to Trabanino. Throws over to Riley Rice. Into Topham. And nearly loses control of the ball. There comes Josh Baker. Her layup is good, and the Titans once again lead 13-11. Now Dagley with it for the Phoenix. Marching over to Dagley, or not. She able to get the ball. And it'll be foul.
And that's already 3 on Abby Topham here in the first quarter. They got to watch that number. Mistake on the scoreboard, that was only her second.
Second foul of the game for Topham, and she will sit the bench. And she will be replaced by Avi Karen. Marissa Marchant inbounds to BTA of Phoenix. Inside to Marchant, back out. Over to Fifier, and no good for the 3.
And Olympus usually, when they get it on the far side, right there, they trap, but they won it, and they had the open 3.
Shimoda able to stop the Phoenix number 15, or Whitney Avey.
Great steal, jumping up in the air and getting back, drawing a foul. Ball in that last possession. When Farmington had the ball on the far side, that's when Olympus, when they trap, and they bring an extra defender, they started to bring the trap, but they split the defenders, which had an odd number on the other side, and there was an open player.
Free throw won't go for Whitney Avey. She's a senior, a guard, and 5 feet 8 inches. Marchant's layup is in, and once again tied 13-13. Baker unable to get the ball, and over to the Phoenix. And she loses control of the ball, and it is out of bounds. I believe it is Titan ball.
Right there on those last 2 possessions, either team, both made mistakes. They need to just take their time and look a second time before they pass.
Marchant is no good for the 2, and Baker with it. And now back to Addie Shimoda. Josh Baker, one of the tallest players on the team, throws it away, and really bad. And Shimoda almost tries to get the ball. Marissa Marchant, 6'2" giant, deep 3, almost made it. Oh my goodness. What an eventful first quarter, 13-13. Looks like each team is equally matched.
And definitely for Farmington, their best player has been their center, Marissa Marchant. 9 out of their 13 points, and defensively when they go inside. She hasn't been able to rotate soon enough and get there, but the time she has, been able to stop it and get the rebounds. Offensively, she has, I believe, 3 offensive rebounds in 1 quarter.
Last season, Marissa Marchant averaged 3.9 points per game and 4.7 rebounds per game. This year, she's broken out, at least in what it looked like in the first game, scoring 9 points. Incredible. For Titans, Josh Baker has the most points. Last year, she was varsity player and JV player. She's full-time varsity this year. Addie Shimoda has 4 points, and Kylie Trabonino has 2 points. Riley Rice has 0 points. A.V. Karen has 0 points. I believe Abby Topham has 2 points. We will resume shortly in a few seconds. Very eventful and fun game so far here at Olympus High School. Josh Baker, A.V. Karen, Riley Rice, Addie Shimoda, and Kylie Trabonino are out in the court for the Titans. Shimoda has the ball, and over to Riley Rice. Rice back to Shimoda. Shimoda 3 on the way. No good, but looked real good. Now Christensen with it. Over to Geddes. Inside to Christensen. She fumbles a little bit. And double team. Looks like a traveling violation.
Was pivoting there on the right foot, but just let it slide, and right there they called the travel.
Shimoda again has the ball. Over to Riley Rice. Rice to Shimoda. Back to Rice. Over to Trabonino. Trabonino throws to Shimoda. They're unable to go in. Now Shimoda goes in. No good for the 2. And it's a mad dash for the ball. And Josh Baker loses control of the ball. And it will be Farmington ball.
Great defensive pressure there from Farmington. They didn't get too far away from their spots. They'd move when the ball came, move when the player came, but they didn't move too far, which allowed no open spots. Like Olympus, they struggled there to get any looks.
Sophomore Tessa Cromar is in for Addie Shimoda, and that is not good. Immediately thrown out of bounds.
Right there, I think the 5-second clock was going off her mind, but it goes a little bit faster when you're down there on the court going. You had 1 or 2 more seconds there to make the play.
We restart. Victoria Klinger with the ball, guarded by Riley Rice. Over to Courtney Christensen. Inside to number 35. That's Bryn Ryan. Bryn Ryan's a guard, a junior, and 6 feet. Second tallest on the Phoenix team.
When she got the ball, she looked stopped there, but a great first move with her left foot, got her in front, got the defender on her side where she had moved to lay it up, had room to lay it up.
Phoenix take the lead, 14-13. That is no good. Karen with it. To Trabonino. Inside. Back to Rice. She goes for 2. Yes, sir!
Great move there by Trabonino. She got past her defender, needed extra help. That always opens up one of your players. The next step is to find it, and she definitely found the open player there. Leads to 2 points each time.
Inside to Ryan. Oh, and turnover to the Titans. Thrown right into Cromar's face. Rice goes for the layup, and it's in! 17-14 for Olympus. They take the lead. Klinger with it. Oh, inside to Christensen. Layup no good. And to Trabonino. Hands over to Cromar. Cromar to Karen. 3 on the way. Oh, so close. Geddes with it. Over to Klinger. Klinger 3 on the way. No good. Off the rim. Karen with it.
Right here, Farmington, they've switched from zone to a man right now. And I think the zone was working. The problem was the fast breaks off the turnovers that killed them.
Topham, no good for 2. Cromar, 3 on the way. Oh, no good. Back to the Phoenix. Kate gets with the ball. Over to Christensen. Inside to Houck. And it's blocked. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Farmington ball. We had a whole slew of players coming for Farmington. Marissa Marchant, Houck stays in. Whitney Avey is back in. Tegan Dagley is also back in. And number 24, Precklin Archibald is in for the first time.
In Farmington, they sub in big substitutions, 4-man substitutions each time.
Archibald immediately throws out. And once again will be Titan ball. Titan have Tatum Harrison in. Shimoda with it. Throw over to Cromar. To Smith. No, Harrison, excuse me. To Dagley. Dagley back to Avey. Over to number 22, that's Houck. No good. Rice over to Shimoda.
And that's how you play defense against when they're driving the baseline. If you can pin them against it where they can know where to go, if they step farther, they're out of bounds. And right there, you saw the forced turnover.
Long shot goes no good, and it is thrown out of bounds. It will be Farmington ball. Number 3 with it. That is Tegan Dagley. Whitney Avey with it. Back to Dagley. VTA into Marchant. And turnover to the Titans. Immediately turnover. Oh my. Foul.
And that's one of the points I talked about pregame. Offensively, you don't have a full offense set, but whoever can limit the turnovers, those passes like that where you throw straight to the defenders, whichever team can limit the most of those is going to win, because most of Olympus points and a lot of Farmington's have come from the turnovers and the fast breaks.
And Harrison has the ball. Over to Trabanino. Throws over to Cromar. To Harrison. Inside and a steal. That is Whitney Avey for the steal. And Fifier gets the layup. 17-16. Extremely close game. Harrison. Foul.
When you have a team playing up close like that, they're swiping at the ball. If you're standing there waiting for someone to come open, then passing it, that's what they want you to do. You have to dribble, you have to take it to them, make them move with you and defend. And like we just saw there, it draws the foul.
Riley Rice inbounds over to Trabanino.
Their foot was on the line.
That is a definite no-no. You cannot do that.
The ref did not see it. I think they'll keep possession here.
This has been an eventful quarter. To recap, Addie Shimona has 4 points. Riley Rice has 4 points. Tatum Harrison currently has 0 points. Cromar has 0 points. And Trabanino has 2 points. Baker and Topham have also scored some points for the Titans. Personally, I think that Farmington and Olympus may just need to slow down the game a little bit and make clean passes.
And Abby Topham, she's really been the best defender out up front. With her length, it's hard to pass around her. But the problem is, in this second half, she hasn't been able to play because of the foul trouble she's been in.
Too many fouls here for Abby Topham. Hopefully she'll be able to get in the third quarter. We resume here at Olympus High School. Titans have the ball. Tessa Cromar will inbound. Cromar way over to Shimoda. Dangerous pass there. Cromar 3 in the way. No good. Off the iron. And AV drives. Layup no good. Titans still have the lead. And 3 on the way, and it's good for Maddie Howe.
First made three-pointer of the game right there.
Shimoda with it. And now Trappanino 2 on the way, no good. Back to Farmington. We definitely saw it last year, more three-pointers being made by Olympus. We can contribute a lot of that to Alyssa Blake. Komar with it for the Titans. Throws over to Shimoda. Past the timeline. Over to Trappanino. Trappanino 2 on the way. Oh, so close, but yet so far. Harrison 2 on the way. No good.
Olympus, they were just moving too fast there. When they had the ball, dribbling down, passing, shooting, it was all too fast. They weren't the best looks. They needed to slow it down and really get a good shot right there. They were trying to get it all in 10
Marching
seconds.
open 3. No good. Shimoda with it. Over to Tessa Cromar. Over to Shimoda. Nearly stolen. Harrison, open 2. And able to get it. 19-18. Titans regain the lead. And first points for Tatum Harrison. Dagley 3 on the way. No good. Over the Titans. And Tessa Cromar has the ball. Shimoda throw over to Trappanino. Harrison, she's there again. Oh, blocked.
Now there's the defense we've seen inside. She hasn't played as much in the second quarter, but defensively, if she's there, she makes plays and gets rebounds. But a lot of time we've seen with the zone, when she rotates over, she hasn't been able to get back in time.
A.V. Karen will inbound. To Shimoda. Oh my goodness. Such a messy pass there. It'll be Phoenix ball.
That was a great defense there. You don't need to turn around and try to intercept the ball. You can do just what you did there. Stay in front of your defender or your player and not let them go to the ball, because if they have to go to the ball, they have to go through you, which a foul is called there.
And Farmington, number 3 with it. Number 15, over in. Marching, no good.
She didn't get the foul called there, but she was doubled immediately on the catch. Next time she's got to realize that and pass it out.
Marissa Marchant will shoot 2 for the Phoenix. Crucial points here. And it is in. Katie Campbell will fill in for Addie Shimoda. This will be her first time playing tonight. Chloe Ball on tempo is also in for the Titans. No good. We're tied 19-19. Karen is driving. Campbell with it and almost out. Ball on tempo to Karen. Open 3 on the way. Bang!
Maybe Karen, she hit a lot of threes last year for the Titans, whether it was off the pass from Alyssa Blake like we saw last year, but they need her tonight to step it up and shoot more of those threes and get the spacing going, which hasn't been there.
Marchant's wild shot goes behind the backcourt. Never seen that before.
Because a lot of what we've seen is with the wing defenders, they haven't fully extended to the three-point lines. And if you can make shots like Avery Karen just did and extend them all the way to the three-point line, that opens the drive for Joss Baker and other players in the paint.
Marchant's back at the free throw line. That will not go in. Unfortunate for her. 22-19 here at Olympus High School. Marissa Marchand going for her 4th time at the free throw line. That is no good. And that is no good for Whitney Avey. Avey Karen with the ball. She tries. She goes. Oh, throws it away, unfortunately. And back to the Olympus Titans. Kama threw it over to Karen. Oh, turnover. And it is in 22-21.
And the shot clock was off there. You had the lead up 3 at 1 point for your Olympus. You just got to hold it, play for the last shot, go in up 3 or more if you make it.
Bon tempo is no good for a layup. And the time goes out. 22-21. Titans lead over the Farmington Phoenix from Farmington, Utah. Jack, what did you see out of both teams in the first half?
I mean, really, you could just take that last minute and it sums up the whole first half. We just saw a lot of too fast pace, I thought, for both teams. When they get the ball, they're pushing it, and they're trying to pass it a little too soon. And we created all the turnovers that we saw in the fast break. For Farmington, their center did great at the start of the first quarter at getting inside, making shots, and generating an offense. But after that, the only points they got were off of Olympus turnovers. So if they can clean it up there, that's really going to hurt the Farmington offense and help your offense, respectively.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Marissa Marchand was definitely, I would say, the best player out there. Avey Karen, she was amazing. She got a 3-pointer, only 3-pointer for the Titans. We will take a break for halftime, and we will return when halftime is over. way. Welcome back to Olympus High School, located in Holiday, Utah. The Olympus Titans have a narrow lead by 1 point, 22-21 over the Farmington Phoenix from Farmington, Utah. In the first quarter, we saw Marissa Marchant be the best player for Farmington and A.V. Karen be the best player for Olympus.
Already a bad pass and a turnover for Olympus, getting right back off defensively where they started.
Shimoda's two-way ain't good. Back to Topham. Tropanino. Open three on the way. Oh, so close. Baker, double team. And there's a foul.
And that one there, depending on which way the ref saw, they could have called a travel or a foul earlier. Right there, he saw the foul before, and he called that.
Karen inbounds to Josh Baker. Josh Baker. Oh. And it looks like they will go to the line. Baker. Josh Baker will shoot two. I believe that was maybe another foul for number 22, Maddie Hauk.
It is. She's been in foul trouble all game. Josh Baker's been attacking her. She draws up the fouls, and she's one of their best players, but hasn't been able to do much.
There goes Josh. And it's in. 2-point lead. 23-21 Titans lead. Oh, almost out of bounds. Oh my. What is this? The Titans have to control the ball.
That was a great effort. Farmington there, they took it inside, didn't have a shot, and they're too far back to do much. Tried to pass it out, but a great defense by Olympus. Great steal, getting your hand up.
Already another foul.
Well, we had 3 fouls in the first quarter, and already in 40 seconds we have 3 fouls in the third quarter.
My. Foul after foul. Shimoda with it. Tropanino. Open three on the way. Air ball. Christensen over to number 11. That was Geddes. Oh my goodness. I think the Titans regained control of the ball.
And right there, it was cornered. She was cornered, so she tried to throw it off the defender and have it bounce out of bounds. The only problem is it was a little low and it bounced off the leg in the wrong direction.
My. Jump ball. Tropanino will inbound for the Titans to top him. And almost still, Shimoda has it. Shimoda drives in another foul. What happened this time?
Illegal screen there is called on Josh Baker.
An illegal screen by Josh Baker. Both teams have problems with the fouls tonight.
Especially in the third quarter, 1 minute in, and there's been a foul every 20 seconds.
So true. Christensen inside. And there goes number 11. And she gets the two. 23-23. That is a two by Kate Geddes. A.V. Karen with it and over the timeline to Tropanino. Oh, so close.
Shot didn't go, but great passing by the Titans. Full court press by Farmington, and they clearly beat it to get to the rim. Easy shot, a great open shot there, and weren't able to connect.
Number 21 for Farmington will inbound. That's Courtney Christensen. Last year, Courtney Christensen averaged 6.6 points per game, and so far tonight she has 2 points. Kate Geddes has it. Over to Victoria Klinger. Inside to number 35, Bryn Ryan. Back out to Geddes. Over to Christensen. Throws over to Klinger. And there goes Marching. Oh, not able to get it in. Layup, no good. Titans regain control of the ball. There goes Addie Shimoda. Shimoda over to Trapanino. Over the top of him, and no good. Here's an air ball. Foul.
And I thought the teams were being aggressive last half with their defense, but here in the first half, clearly each team trying to force turnovers. They are not leading them. They're making the other opponents work for everything. The second they get the rebound, they have players on them swiping at the ball the whole way down the court.
Shimoda with it. Oh, man. Turnover. Karen over to Riley Rice. Rice throws over to Karen. She's open for a three. Can she do it? No. Number 35, that's Bryn Ryan. No, Kate Guess has it. Oh. Over to Klinger. Inside. Back out. Marching three. Oh, no good. It's been a while since we've seen anybody score. Trapanino over to Rice. She goes for two. Oh, not good. Off the rim.
And each team, they're getting open shots, but they aren't near the rim. They're far away from the basket, and they haven't been able to make them.
They've been trying to make open shots, but they've not been able to get it. I almost feel like as if Farmington and Olympus are equally as good. They're both having the same exact problems. Crazy.
Very similar teams.
At the free throw line, we got Millet Fifier. Excuse me, that is Whitney Avey. Avey has 2 points on tonight. Avey takes the lead for the Phoenix, 24-23. Rice over to Karen, over to Shimoda, back to Karen. Throw it over. There goes Rice. Two. Oh, man, no good. Trapanino. Throw over to Karen. Throw over to Topham. There she goes. No, no. Oh! Titans have the ball.
This is going to be Olympus' third shot if they don't turn it over here of the possession. Farmington, they've been able to bring down the defensive rebound and get the ball back.
Long throw to Shimoda. What will she do this time? She's got to be fully aware of the shot clock. Shimoda drives. Oh, does not go in. It goes off the backcourt to Whitney Avey. Avey drives. Oh my, over to Bryn Ryan. Oh! Shimoda almost had control of the ball, but it goes out.
And the shot clock, it's been there this whole game, but I don't think it's gone under 10 seconds once.
Oh man, Shimoda again, out of bounds.
Shimoda has had great quickness defensively. The pass comes, and she'll be able to jump the lane, and like she's got 2 pass deflections in a row and 3 steals on the night.
Kate Geist gets the ball from Marissa Marchant, and she has it currently. Klinger over to inside. Oh, another foul. Welcome to Foul Central, folks. All right, we have Tatum Harrison filling in for Abby Topham.
And Marissa Marchant, she hasn't really been able to score since the first quarter, and a lot of that has been Olympus not letting her get the ball. She's doubled right there off the inbound.
That was a clean shot by Whitney Avey. No, Malay Fifier, excuse me. Rice, layup, no good. Oh, there it goes, Avey Karen. She has control of the ball. And number 15, able to get in. That is Tatum Harrison. Comes off the bench and able to score points. Now
Great.
they are back in it.
Great effort play there by A.V. Karen, getting the offensive rebound, dribbling the ball around, then driving and finding the open player.
Dagley Klinger's open 3. Oh, not able to get. Oh my. Looks like the Farmington Phoenix able to have control of the ball. Oh, it is Olympus basketball. We saw Farmington Phoenix bench excited, but it is Olympus ball. Tessa Cromar is back in, and she's filling in for Kylie Trapanino.
Yeah, that was the jump ball, and Olympus had a possession area, which gives the ball to them.
Shimoda over to Rice. Over to Karen. She has made a 3 tonight. Rice over to Shimoda. Shimoda back to Rice. They're not able to get in, and they're double teaming Rice. There it goes, number 15, Tatum Harrison, right off the bench. 4 points tonight. 6 points for her. And there goes A.V. Karen. Cromar with it. Shimoda inside to Rice, off her foot.
Kickball violation there. We go back to that possession for Farmington, where they got the layup. For Olympus, where they got the layup. They got double teamed, but what that does is it brings an extra defender there. It's hard to pass it out of that, but if you can pass out the double team, you have numbers and you're going to have an open player. So if you can get out of that original double team, you're going to find the open player like they did.
Victoria Klinger with the ball. There goes Fifier. Fifier is good. 28-27. It's anybody's game. Cromar over to Shimoda. Inside and loose controlled the ball. Just another messy play. Now Dagley over to number 15. And no good for Marchant. Shimoda with it. Her hands over. Oh no, turnover for Whitney Avey. And she's unable to get in. But it appears that Whitney Avey will go to the free throw line as Tessa Cromar was guarding her.
Now what a set of plays right there. We had a great defense, contested shots, offensive rebound, stolen out of the hands, intercepted pass, foul. Now they're at the free throw line.
No good. Chloe Bontempo and Kylie Trapanino will fill in for Addie Shimoda and Riley Rice respectively. And that is good for Whitney Avey. 29-27, Phoenix have the lead. Still anybody's game. Kylie Trapanino with the ball. Over to A.V. Karen. Top of key. Trapanino inside. And no good. Oh! We are up to 5 team fouls for the Titans and 3 team fouls for the Phoenix. Trapanino with it. Oh, she stumbles over herself. And Farmington will have the ball. AV with it. Hands into Klinger and no good. Oh, wow, that was close. But Titans still have the ball. Tessa Cromar over to A.V. Karen. A.V. Karen sprints. There goes Chloe, ball tempo. Oh my, she just bulldozed number 10, Malay Fifier.
There they go, they call the charge.
And that is a charge.
What a fast-paced third quarter we've seen. The action has not stopped. They get the ball and they're moving it.
Oh, so sad. Never want to see that type of thing in basketball, whether it was intentional or not. There goes Tegan Dagley with the ball. Throw over to Klinger. She throws over to number 15, Whitney Avey. Avey gets 2 points, 31-27. Trabanino with it now. Over to Avey Karen. Phoenix slowly distancing themselves from the Titans.
Olympus here wisely deciding to let the clock run down the third quarter. No shot clock, they can take this to the fourth quarter.
No good. And this is problematic for the Titans. Avey Karen, what does he do? And the clock is expired for the third quarter.
In pregame, we talked about the 35 seconds shot clock and how it's going to speed up play and all that. But tonight, I think they could have gone on just fine with the 15-second shot clock.
The seniors from last year's varsity team appear to be here. This game has been a tale of two teams, both very similar. One thing that I do believe that both teams need to do is just slow down play. They're going real fast and there are a ton of fouls. You have time, you're not using much of the clock, just wisely make decisions. It's okay if you stall a little bit.
And what this fast play has created, it's sort of like a sense of urgency. The defense, they're playing aggressive. And so once you see him coming up like that, sucking the ball, in your mind, you're thinking, I got to go. I got to get out of this and keep going. And you pass it to the next person. The same thing happens to them. They think, I got to go. I got to get out of this. And just keeps building on it until now. It's just going at the speed of light right now.
We resume. Farmington's Tegan Dagley has the ball. Remember, they are up by 4. Dagley with it. Guarded by Cromar. Dagley inside. Oh, there he goes. There she goes.
Hope it's more of a laid-back zone there to start the fourth quarter.
TPA, oh, foul, travel. Travel on Olympus.
Jumped up or went up to pass it to the first person, changed the mind, and tried to go to the next person, but already used the steps.
Trabanino with it over to Cromar. Top him inside to Baker. Back out to Trabanino. Trabanino's there. Can she do it? Yes! Yes, she can!
Both teams taking their time a little bit more to start on their first 2 possessions.
That is a really good thing. I think because of that, they'll make smart plays. Dagley over to. Now Fifier with it. 33-29. 2 more points. Points by Malay Fifier. Trabanino with it. She drives inside, over, out back. And now Cromar has it. Karen now, she's inside, falls over. But Trabanino almost went for a 3. Karen, she goes for it, and yes! 33-31, 2 more points for A.V. Karen. 5 points tonight for A.V. Karen. Oh, Cromar, off.
And And what beats a defense like we're seeing, the little sort of laid back, just like this from both teams to start the fourth quarter, is off-ball movement, because you're not assigned to a person. So if everyone's moving in all these different directions, it's really hard to keep track of who's in your zone and who you're guarding. So the off-ball movement is how to create offense facing this zone.
Number 22, no good. That is Maddie Hauk. There she goes. 3 on the way, no good for Whitney Avey. Oh, another foul.
And neither team has been able to control the offense, the boards, or the rebounds. Once the ball goes up, it's anyone's ball, and there's been lots of people on the ground going after it. Offensive rebound from really each player.
All right, Travanillo's with it. What can she do? She's inside to Baker. Oh.
That was a great play. Set the screen, a pick and roll to the rim, the pass just in front.
Oh, wild pass. It's a turnover. Avey Karen with it. Running down like a 100-meter sprinter.
Speaking of the pick and roll, that's something we haven't seen tonight. That's a staple of basketball.
Bang! Kylie Travanillo, 3. And now Titans lead, 34-33. Dagley, 3. She answers the call! Wow! Tegan Dagley.
It was a weird third quarter, but the quality of play has really elevated in the fourth when it matters.
Crowmar with it. She hands over to Topham. And to Travanillo, and another foul.
Shot clock will be set to 45 seconds. And in the game, the Titans, right Rice.
Very strange. Looks like they may have had problems with shot clock. Baker with it. She's there. Oh. She stumbles over maybe one of the Farmington players or just by herself.
Right there, Josh Baker. She took this. They took the center of Farmington one-on-one, went to the left, then scooped under to the right, just tripped herself up and fell. That would have been a layup, though, had she stayed on her feet.
Dagley with it, marching, and it's overturned to Olympus, and Avey Karen has it. Avey Karen over, no one yet. And it's a 3. Oh, no good. And it's off Olympus. And you can tell Avey Karen is disappointed in that. Will rebound. And number 22, Maddie Hauk.
With all the running we've seen, you can tell the fatigue's starting to show up, and you can see it.
We got another foul.
That is her 4th.
That is not good. Topham, 4th foul. Another one and she'll be benched.
5th is the limit in high school. So if I'm Farmington, she's their best player defensively. I'm looking to attack her and draw a foul.
Marissa Marchett, no good. It's a shooting violation.
Left their lane there early before the shot went off, trying to get the rebound. And that takes away the free throw opportunity.
I'm seeing violations I've never seen before in high school basketball. Karen with it. She goes for the layup, and it's tied! 36-36.
Farmington tries to jump the pass, but that's the risk you take. If you don't get there, it's going to be bad news defensively.
We may very well see overtime. Number 21, Christensen. Oh, yes! Yes! That is good for the Phoenix. 39-36. Travanillo with it. Holy cow, she drives in. Out to Topham, she goes for 2. Oh, she's off. It goes off the rim. Baker, no good. Back to Farmington.
Good offensive rebound there, but a little hurried with the shot.
Riley Rice, she's defending Tegan Dagley. Back to Dagley. Christensen inside. And it's open. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, that was close.
That would have been a big one, would have put them up 6.
Oh, steal. And able to get to 41-36.
That was nearly her 5th foul there. The ref lets them play.
Avi Karen with it. Titans need to score. They want to win this one.
And it's down to 2 minutes and 45 seconds. They're down 5. They need to make stuff happen on offense.
I don't know, not know what happened there.
Lose control of the ball. Farmington jumps on it. There's going to be a jump ball.
Trobney dived right in to try and get the ball.
And another thing we've seen a lot of is jump balls. That possession area has seriously been switching sides a lot.
We've seen a lot of people on the ground tonight. Very strange. Not what you would expect from quality teams. Riley Rice has 4 points. Avi Karen has 7 points. Abby Topham with 2. Josh Baker 6. And Kylie Trabonino has 7. We've talked about in previous last season how Abby Topham had a higher average amount of points per game her sophomore year than she did her junior year. Not looking like she's having the best starts today. We also talked about her foul troubles. That is clearly something she needs to work on. She's a good enough player that if Olympus loses her, that will not be good. Kylie Trabonino will inbound for the Titans. Over to Topham. She's right there. She did it. 41-38, and they're within 1 possession.
Right there, when you're that close, all you do is rise up to the rim. It's an easy shot or it's a foul when you have that size advantage.
Victoria Klinger over to Dagley. We've seen him make an open 3 tonight. Klinger over to Avi, inside to Marchand. Foul!
Great pass there.
That is really good.
It was a great pass, but the problem was she pushed off a little bit on the defender to create a little more space. I didn't think she really needed to do that. She had him on her back, had the defender on her back hip, which would have been a basket, but just a little push off there to get extra space.
Lucky break for the Titans. Riley Rice over to Josh Baker. Does she throw inside? She is able to get inside, back out to Trabonino. And she throws over to Riley Rice. Rice, top of key. Another foul. What
Illegal
happened?
screen there.
Illegal screen.
And that was her 5th right there. Wouldn't expect to see it happen on the offensive side of the ball. Tough break for the Titans.
Bad break for the Titans. Topham will have to sit out. We'll see who Olympus chooses to replace Abby Topham. Chloe Bontempo will go in for the Titans.
And now if you're Olympus, who's going to guard the 6'2 center for Farmington?
This task has gotten even tougher for Olympus. They're within 1 possession. Now it could just go away down the gutter. Avi over to Klinger to Marchand. Oh, wow. Her size is unmatched. There she goes. And that is crucial for Farmington. Oh.
Incredible play. Splitting defenders with the floater.
Trabonino to Karen. Karen inside. She goes for the layup. They're back within 1 possession. Throw over. Unable to get in. That is.
She had it. If she went to the left, she had a layup, but she took it to the right where the defender was.
No good. Unable to see who that was off of.
Olympus gets the break they need defensively and gets a stop.
Oh, no.
One of their players seems to be hurt. They need a timeout. There it is.
This is something you do not definitely want to see. First game of the season, player get injured. Kylie Trabanino, good player last year in the JV.
They definitely don't want to see an injury at any point in the game.
Last year, A.V. Karen had a hand injury while playing against rival Skyline. She's able to come back this year and has been really good so far.
Yeah, she's their leading scorer offensively.
We might have all thought that Abby Toppin would be the leading scorer, especially since she was the only non-senior starter last year. But A.V. Karen has actually shown really well.
Now my pick, I think, would have been Josh Baker. We saw her take a lot of shots and get offensive rebounds last year. As just a freshman she was last year, getting great playing time.
Definitely.
She's gotten the ball a lot and taken her shots, but they haven't fallen tonight. I think the next few games, when she starts making them, her scoring will go up.
I agree. Baker was really a freshman's flash last year. Baker drives. They're able to get it. 43-42, less than a minute. Titans may get a break here. We will see. Farmington has the ball. There it goes, Victoria. No, it's Tegan Dagley.
If you're Farmington, hold the ball. You're up one. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Take this down with the lead.
Oh!
Good decision to call a timeout there because you're Farmington. You do not need to be pushing the ball. Do not need to be shooting. If you hold the ball here, you win.
This is close, really close.
And Olympus, they nearly got a tie. I mean, they nearly got a steal there, and that would have flipped the whole game. Farmington, great timeout decision there because they were all out of sorts. And so I think once they come out of the timeout, they're going to hold the ball.
I think if you're the Titans, there's not much you can do. You could try fouls, but what would that really do in the end? It just gives more opportunities for players to shoot the ball and just have the score go up.
Yeah, and for the Titans, I think their best shot here is be really aggressive on the inbound. Play your defender or your player tight, and do not let them get the ball. If they do get the ball, try and get a steal. For 5, maybe 10 seconds, try and get a steal. If it doesn't happen, just foul them. Because you're only down one. Even if they make both free throws, it's still one possession game. So I think that's your best game plan. Stop the inbounds. That doesn't happen. Force a steal. You can't force a steal after 5, 10 seconds, whenever you feel like it about there. That's when you can intentionally foul, send them to the line.
We get underway here at Olympus High School. We are in the fourth quarter, less than 20 seconds on the clock.
For Farmington, I think we're all expecting them to hold the ball, but one thing you can do is draw an aggressive inbounds play to the hoop. If they get that, it's an easy layup. It's not an unexpected play that they might do.
Whitney Avey to Tegan Dagley. Foul.
Foul there after 5 seconds of play.
Oh. Crucial points here. Oh! Marching with it. Oh my.
Big rebound there.
Big rebound there.
In the single bonus. And so the first shot, if they miss, they don't get a second one.
Whitney Avey with it.
Same situation, but because of the rebound, 6 seconds came off the clock.
43-42. Oh, she got it. Whitney Avery could be the lifesaver of the game here for the Phoenix.
Yeah, if you make this one, it's a 3-point game. So unless you foul a three-pointer and they make it, it's going to overtime, the worst case scenario.
I think that's all but over here for the Titans.
They've still got a chance, 10 seconds to get a three-pointer.
That is true. We go into timeout.
Good timeout call here for the Titans. You run an inbound play, you try and get a three, or even a quick layup with 1 second, right after the inbounds. If that's not there, then you get it inbound, then run a second play that's not off the inbound play. So you're going to have 2 different plays running here if you're the Titans. You have one where they cut to the rim off the inbound. If it's not there, pass it in at the top of the key, then run a second one. And that second one, with all the time coming off, will have to be a three-pointer. The first one off the inbound, if it's quick enough, that could be a layup.
We think about the Olympus team last year. You had Alyssa Blank, Sarah Stringer, Mary Sheets, Brooklyn Davies. They were all well-talented players that worked really well together. We got new and experienced players here trying to find their footing. I think each team will get better as the season goes along.
And like that team last year, what made them so good was not only were they good players, but they got a lot of playing time as juniors and some even sophomores, which had them bond together, and they got better when they were able to play as their senior year. And that's similar to what you see with this Olympus roster. A lot of juniors and sophomores on the roster get playing time.
Alyssa Blank and Brooklyn Davies were both on varsity as freshmen. So a lot of playing time. Shimoda with it. What does she do here? To Karen. Goes for 3. Oh, it's over. Farmington beats Olympus 45-42, and the game is over. Such a tough loss for Olympus after a great season last year. They fall 0-1, and Farmington goes to 1-0.
And this game, it could have gone to either team. Both teams gave great effort, but down the stretch, Olympus, they entered the final stretch down 5, and that was so hard to come back from.
All right. The girls basketball team's next game is an away game against the Mountain Crest Mustangs in Hiram, Utah on December 1st. Olympus, OlyTV's next broadcast is the boys basketball season opener on November 29th. The Titans will take on the defending 6A boys basketball champions, the American Fork Cavemen, the #1 preseason favorite in 5A and the #1 preseason favorite in 6A. That will be a fun matchup.
You set that up perfect. That game against American Fork and Olympus boys basketball on November 29th, that is going to be a great game. I mean, American Fork, they had a 500 record entering the 6A playoffs, and they ran the table, beat Corner Canyon in the championship. And so you have 6A champion, 5A champion, game 1. That's going to be a great one, November 29th.
That is all for tonight. And thanks for watching. Have a great night. You've been watching OlyTV, Olympus Titans girls varsity basketball against Farmington Phoenix.